welcome to the channel. If you are stopping in for the first time, please tap that subscribe button. I hope everyone out there is having a fantastic Saturday. I'm having a really good one. I got some cool work done. I was doing an install video, and then, unfortunately it's Ohio, so it started raining, so it put a pause on that. But I will continue putting together another install video for you guys. It will be coming out in the very near future. Alright, so the update that I currently have is working on the F250, doing some really cool projects there, so have some new video for that in the very near future. I thought about how I was going to title this video, and I really didn't want to name it Excursion Update again, because unfortunately my Excursion is still not back. Well, that's not entirely true. It was back for about 2 days, and then we found another issue with it, and now it's back at the dealership. And if you're new and you haven't seen the Excursion that I'm talking about, I can go ahead and link the overview of my Excursion right here in that corner. You can check it out. I did get a copy of the things that they did the first go round as well, so we can actually go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, so I have a list of all of the things that they did. You can see all of the part numbers and the description there. And it says, verified customer concern of oil dripping, performed test drive procedure for oil cooler, found oil cooler failed, also found oil in the valley of the engine, removed and replaced oil cooler and resealed high pressure oil pump cover and installed oil dye. Please return if oil leak persists. So this is the amount of work that they did so far, which means that the hypothesis of the oil cooler going bad was actually correct. So the delta between the engine oil temperature, engine coolant temperature being that far apart did actually indicate that the oil cooler was going bad. Part of the reason why it took as long as it did was that they took it apart, replaced the oil cooler, put it back together. They ended up with a little leak right after it was installed, and then they took everything back apart again, and in taking things apart they noticed some other gaskets and some other things should probably be replaced at the same time. So they went ahead and did those as part of preventative maintenance, which I definitely appreciate. So it was back, so my Excursion was back for 2 days. The first day it was perfect, absolutely perfect. It ran way better than it did before it left. It started immediately when I turned the key. It just fired right up, and I was really happy to have it back. I even filmed a welcome back or the Excursion's back type update. And there she is. It is back. This is my 2005 6.0 Powerstroke Excursion, and I was working on editing it that night, and I was going to finish it the next day. And then the very next day, I get in it to drive it, and it starts kind of sputtering, or it's really hard to specifically describe what was happening. But it was doing this lurching thing when I was at a stop sign and had my foot on the brake, and it really just wanted to keep going forward. And I did a little bit of research, and it looks like it could be an ICP sensor potentially. It looks like those are on the front of the engine, so I think that one may be a little bit easier to replace than on the 03s and 04s. I mean, these things happen. I mean, the truck is 12 years old, so I mean, it's not that out of the ordinary that a sensor could go bad, and you know, it is what it is. It's no fault of the dealership. They're doing great work. They're doing everything they can to help me out. And with all of that being said, I am thoroughly looking forward to getting the Excursion back and getting started on that project. And when it gets back, I want to go ahead and start working in the area of maintenance. I want to do maintenance items, getting things cleaned up, and then I want to start in on stability and reliability. Those are the two things that I want to get most of that platform. Since it is stock, I want to go ahead and do all of the things that are recommended and should be done. I think the 6.0 is a super solid platform. I think that, yes, it may have had issues in the beginning, in the earlier years, but these trucks have been around long enough that the majority of these issues are getting sorted out, or there is a fix out there for the issues. I think that 6.0s get a lot of hate from time to time, and I don't think that it's necessarily founded in any logical reason. I think that both the 7.3 and the 6.0, I think both of them can have problems, but I think ultimately as well, I think well maintained, well taken care of, and taking care of the major pain points that people have already found, I think that both can be super stable platforms. So that's what we're going to do with the 6.0. We're going to go ahead and do all of the things that need to get done to get it to be in a as reliable state as it possibly can be. As far as power goals, I'm still working on, I think, what I really want to do with it. I think, actually, I want to know what you guys think. What do you think would be an acceptable power range for a daily driver, super stable, super reliable 6.0 build? What is that horsepower number? If you could leave what you think a stable power range is in the comment section below, I would definitely appreciate it. Because they have the Excursion again, they actually gave me another loaner vehicle. And as you can tell, the weather in Ohio is beautiful. and sunny. No, I'm just kidding. It's super cold and snowy again. But the current ride is a 2018 F-150. It is an XLT and four-wheel drive. It is pretty nice. I like it. I prefer the Excursion, of course, but this was definitely super nice of the dealership to let me have, so that way we could drive it. So it has one of these keys. Oh, it is cold. It is nasty. This is the reason why I'm not doing an install video today. It was raining earlier, which got me to come inside and stop the install video, but now it is actually doing a snowy, wintry mix again. Alright, so the interior is pretty nice. Looks really good. I'm not actually going to do an outside startup video because it is really snowing and nasty outside. So we'll just do this one from inside here. Really nice. I mean, I really like these gauges. I think that the needles on here that are blue, I think those are super cool. You can also see that this has basically no gas in it. Same really nice interior, or it has the same really nice display here with all of the options and everything. I actually clicked through some of these things in the other update video. And moving on. Got another one of these big center things. Is it locked? Oh, no, there's a button in this. Okay, so the button, that's huge. There's a ton of storage space down there. That's crazy. The four-wheel drive is an electric shifter. That's pretty nice. Integrated, oh, cool. Integrated trailer brake there. That's really nice. I can't decide if I actually like the cloth seats or the leather ones better, but it is really nice. But I think the coolest thing about this truck is actually, if you can see it, how long this back door is. So the back seat of this thing is huge. There is so much leg room here. I mean, this is a good, what, maybe 2.5 feet? I mean, there's just so much leg room here, but I can totally stretch my legs out. I think this back seat is probably my favorite part of this truck. Looks like this is probably a 4-cylinder EcoBoost, it looks like. I think this is the smaller motor than what the Expedition had in it. Probably shouldn't be like that. There we go. It's better. It definitely does really good on gas mileage. It's been really great to drive around. It's definitely not as fast as the Expedition though, but it's still definitely a really nice ride. I definitely appreciate that dealership hooking us up with this 2018. So the Excursion is getting worked on. We are making some progress with it. I would love for it to be back. I would love to go ahead and start making videos with it and everything, but it's just not back yet. And if you haven't seen the update video that I was talking about earlier about where the Excursion has been, for a little bit of context for all of this stuff, you can check it right here in this link right there. But I still have plenty of things to do with the F-250. I actually have some parts right over there that I'm looking at right now that I'm going to be installing in the very near future, and that will be coming out. I'll have some more cool video installs. I have a lot of things planned for that. So I still have a whole list of things to get through on the F-250 as well. Definitely have plenty of videos coming out in the near future, and then once the Excursion gets back, we'll have even more videos coming out, which is very exciting. Everyone has a fantastic rest of the weekend. I know that I'm going to have a lot of fun working on the F-250 and putting together some new videos for you. So it's definitely exciting, and I'm very thankful for all of your support, all of your comments, all of your likes. You guys are amazing. You guys are killing it in the comment section. I definitely appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next video.